Hi, welcome to Cinema Today. My name is Mike, and I'm one of the pastors here at this church. The movie I'd like to introduce to you today is called Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. And if you've never seen any of the Indiana Jones, it's a great series. All of them are action-packed, and they all have some sort of history behind it. And not only do I like it because of its adventure, but the main character is actually, he went to my high school. He graduated from the same school that I went to. And so I have this close affinity towards him. But in this movie, Harrison Ford, who plays Indiana Jones, is on a quest. And he's in search of what's called the Holy Grail. And it's the cup that Jesus Christ used during the Last Supper. And he's looking for it, trying to find it, not just for historical reasons, but because they believe that there is power behind it. The Germans, the Nazi people were trying to find it, and they forced Indiana Jones to go and get it because he knows all the history, he knows all the clues that can help him find it. Now, one of the challenges that he has to fulfill and succeed in is what's called the step of faith. And he's on this cliff and he has to get to the other side. But there's nothing between the two for him to get there. There's no ladder, there's no walkway, just simply empty. And the clue said that he had to get there in order to find this cup. And he knew what he had to do, but he had a hard time because visually he couldn't see anything. But he knew that time was running out, and he closes his eyes and takes a step forward. And when he does, he realizes that there is an invisible path that he can walk on to get to the other side. And the reason why I bring this up is because it reminds me of a passage in Hebrews 11:6. And the writer there in the Bible tells us that without faith, it is impossible to please God, because anyone who comes to him must believe that he exists and that he rewards those who earnestly seek him. And I just want to encourage you today that as you live your life, as you go about with your daily, routine or your errands that you have to run, that you do it with faith, that you do it seeking God, knowing that he's there and that he wants to walk with you. Though we may not see it with our physical eyes, but spiritually God is with us, and he has given us his spirit that lives in us and is sealed in the life and the heart of the believer. I want to encourage you to go with the strength of the Lord and do what God wants you and live a life of faith.